Well, I decided to get Don's old Stelling off the wall today and do a little picking on it, and for some reason this is the first thing I started playing today. A lot of times when I play the Stelling, I gravitate more towards the Reno and Harrell stuff, and I guess maybe because I heard Don play the Stelling on those old CMH albums, so I play it a little bit more on those kind of tunes, but this was on his Dear Old Dixie album from 1976, I believe it is. But it's just a cool little kickoff, and I hadn't thought about it in a long time, and I thought I'd share it with you. A lot of cool little things in here he's doing. It's not very difficult, really, but it doesn't have to be difficult to sound good. But I'll run over the chords for you real quick. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, to be honest. I think you can get it by just watching me play it slow, but the chord progression is your F-shaped D, your D-shaped E, your F-shaped A, and then your D shape, D, and then we're going to do kind of a little odd A7th chord that he does in 2 or 3 tunes, or actually back up and stuff like that. But I think I've covered this chord before, but I'll show it to you when we get to that point. So we're going to start down here in your F-shaped D, and like I said, I'm not going to really spend a lot of time on it. I'm just going to show you how he plays it real slow, and you're going to play right out of this chord shape, so don't go jumping around as usual. It's usually right in the chord shape. So alright. Now what I'm doing there, I'm just pinching the first 2 strings and I'm walking up to the 12th fret. We're still in that D, or your D chord. And you're going to use your 5th string kind of as a timing thing here. You don't want that 5th string to ring out too much because it doesn't harmonize with your D chord. But alright. And I'm basically just walking up through that D shape, or that D chord. Then we're going to hit your 9th fret, or really getting into your E chord, really. And you're going to slide back to your D-shaped E, from basically your barred E to your D-shaped E. So alright. And then we're going to walk up to your A chord, your F-shaped A, right on your 3rd string. Alright. And I'm kind of doing a Dixie breakdown roll there on your 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string, so to your 4th fret on your 3rd string, back to your 2nd fret. So alright. And then we're going to grab this funky A7th. What that is I'm basically playing a G on your first 2 strings. It'd be just like your G chord. So your 8th and 9th fret on the 2nd and 1st strings. But I'm going to grab this 6th fret on your 3rd string. So alright. Now this is the same kind of chord position he uses in 5/8. So let's see. Alright. So that's a cool little chord to learn. Alright. But that's the chord shape. Alright, so what he's doing, just rolling forward on that. Dixie breakdown roll again, I think. I haven't slowed this down before, so I'm learning it with you. You're going to come back to your D chord on your 1st and 2nd strings on your 7th fret. You're going to do a double stop there. Now you can brush those or pinch them if you want to. I believe he's pinching these. It's all a matter of how you want it to sound. So let me play it up to that point. All right. then we're going to go into this walk down that he does to an A7th. Basically, we're going to be walking it down a minor to an A minor, or to an E minor. He does this walk down a lot. You probably already have learned this from other videos, but uses that a lot. Now we'll brush that on, all three strings. So, okay, and play that whole thing. All right, we're going to go back and do the same thing. We just don't do it twice in the beginning. And the kickoff goes. All right, when you come back out of this, we're going to go right into. All right, so there's a little bit of a difference there. So. Same thing, and then we're going to walk up to the A. Just like we did before, roll forward on that funky A7. Alright. Alright. When you get to that A7th, we're going to grab that same minor that we used before. Back to that minor, E minor there. To your D. Alright. So let me play all of that for you. Alright, so when you come back out of that, we're just going to do a little single string run. Something like that. Pretty standard little run that he does. Alright. And you can add little variances in this if you want to. Stuff like that, or you could run that A, single string, run through that A in a single string run, and then back. That's tricky to get to that little A7th there. You got to practice that. And you kind of want to slide into it on that third string. Alright. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Just a cool little kickoff that he did. Rarely heard tune, but I thought I'd show it to you because I think it's pretty awesome. So I hope you enjoy it.